What is going on, members of the Shy Guys Squad, and welcome back to another Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire post-commentated Wi-Fi battle. Today we are facing off my good friend Bliz, otherwise known as Ioku. His links will be in the description. We're here with our regular team, and Bliz today is bringing Gardevoir, the Mega, because he loves that thing, Garchomp, Volcanion, Scizor, Raikou, and Latias. Again, Raikou, you know, the Pokemon that this team struggles with, fast electric, so, I'm not really looking forward to it, but we're just gonna toss ourselves into it and see how it goes. He actually had a Love Ball, I think, for the Latias. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna lead with my Landorus-Therian with the Intimidates. He's gonna withdraw the Latias. I'm sorry, I'm a bit tired right now. There's been something with all of these. He's gonna go into Zamtrios, or I don't know how to pronounce that, but that is his Garchomp. I'm gonna go into Icentrake, which is my Skarmory, as he's gonna go for the Stealth Rocks, and this turn I'm gonna go for my Spikes. And on the following turn, he's going to go for a Fire Blast, but unfortunately he misses that, and I get a second layer of spikes up on his side of the field, because he only has Latias, which is in the air. I can switch out my Skarmory basically freely right now, go into my Lakitu, which can take the Fire Blast way better, and, just in general, eat hits. I can Intimidate him. He's going to go for the Dragon Tail, which is a really nice play on Bliss's part. But he is going to take that Rocky Helmet damage, and then he is going to face me into my Diancie, which I'm very okay with, actually. Surprisingly enough, I can just go hit the Mega Evolution, go for Protect. I could have predicted a switch out. I think he goes into Samson here, which is his Scizor, but nope, he goes into Latias instead, wanting to get that Defog off. So, I'm gonna Mega Evolve here, become all beautiful and stuff, like this a Diamond Queen is, and then I'm gonna click the Protect. He switched out, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna click Protect again, scout what kind of Latias this is, and he's gonna go for Defog. So I'm just like, if he's gonna do that again, might as well just get the Magic Bounce to defog those rocks away from my side and the spikes from his. I can set mine up, and I have Magic Bounce now, so it's no worries for me. And then I can just click Moonblast here, and then just make this thing drop. But, unfortunately, it doesn't die. It lives on like a sliver. Gets leftovers recovery, and this thing is obviously going to bail now. Like, you don't want any of that. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna withdraw because I can go into my Skarmory to some spikes and stuff, and he's going to withdraw into Samson, which was the There's the Scizor. I'm not right here. So he's gonna go for the U-turn real quick, just dip out of here, because he doesn't want to do anything with Skarmory, because he doesn't have a good matchup. And I'm going to set up my spikes, as he, on the following turn, I think he went for the Fire Blast, as I switch out into Diancie. I feel like that's what's gonna happen now. I'm sorry, I'm a bit ahead of the match, but yeah, what do you do? Sometimes you're just too fast of a commentator. So I go into my Mega Diancie here, and he is going to go straight for the Fire Blast. I figured Diancie, like, despite the fear of the Earthquake, Diancie is mainly a switch into this Garchomp. Garchomp switches out, goes into the Scizor. There's the Scizor. That's the play I was thinking about. I was a bit ahead earlier too. He's going to take some spikes damage on my field. I'm going to go for a Moonblast here, simply just blast away. And it's going to do a decent chunk. So I'm gonna switch out here. I don't want to stay here. I'm gonna go into my Landorus, get the Intimidate off on the Scizor, and then he's gonna go for the Bullet Punch and take more Rocky Helmet damage. So there's that. Then he's going to withdraw. I'm assuming the Scizor might be choiced in some way. He's gonna switch into Zamtrios, which is the Garchomp, and I think I went for my Roxir. Shut up, Seagull. So I go for my Stealth Rock, and I switch back out into Diancie. Some of you might question is like, oh, what if he goes for Earthquake? Well, I'm a flying type, so I mean, that's a good prediction on his part in that, and But Magic Bound negates the Stealth Rocks from coming back up. I have Spikes and Stealth Rocks on his side of the field. He's got no Hazards on mine. The Moonblast is going to take the Garchomp out, and Hazards are essentially removed from my side of the game. And I can still Hazard stack him. So now he's going to switch into Raikou, and I'm thinking here, he's shiny, so he could be Aura Sphere, and I'm actually risking it on that he is the Aura Sphere variant of Raikou. And I decided to go a bit ballsy here and was like, yeah, I'm gonna say he's Aura Sphere, so I'm gonna go for the Earth Power, and that's gonna do a good chunk. Now he's gonna go for an Aura Sphere, and that's not going to kill Diancie, despite the terrible. Well, the thing is, Diancie's defenses aren't bad. It's just his HP, which is shit. So I'm gonna get the Diamond Storm defense boost here, and he's going to switch into Samson, the Scizor. And right here, Bliz makes a very good prediction. He scares out my Mega Diancie, which basically means that like he gets a switch into his Latias. I go into my Landorus because that is my switch into this here Scizor. He's gonna go into his Latias, knowing that he could scare my Mega Diancie out. And since I do have rocks in my field, but they're not enough to take out this Latias. It's barely not enough. He was on like 1 HP or something. So he's gonna go for the Defog here, get away the Hazards once again, because I guess Hazards just isn't Bliss's game. He doesn't like it. So I'm gonna go for U-turn here, and that's gonna take the Latias out. So no more Defog. If I get up my Hazards now, they're there to stay. I feel like we're sitting in a very good position right now. I think none of my Pokemon have died yet. I think. I could be wrong about that. But I get my Skarmory back up to sturdy, so I will get at least one layer of Spike with no worry. So in comes Bliss's Volcanion here, and I'm just like, what's he gonna do? He goes for the Fire Blast, and it's pretty cool. So he goes for the Fire Blast. I live it because of the sturdy. I'm gonna get up my Spikes because that is my priority, to have Hazards on his side of the field to prevent switches and stuff. So when I come in with the counter, he can't switch because then it'll take a lot of damage from it. And he goes for another Fire Blast. I'm ready to sack Skarmory off. I don't need it anymore. And Skarmory drops to the Fire Blast. So, kind of unfortunate there, but that means I can just bring in my own Volcanion and be like, hey, how's it going? I figured your choice, so, hey. So I can just go in on this thing and click whatever. He's gonna go into the Scizor, which is gonna die to the Spikes. See, if I wouldn't have put them up and I went for Sludge Wave right now, well, I would have just been forced to switch out. So he's gonna go back into his Volcanion. I'm just like, yep, that means choice and Earth Power. So I'm just gonna switch here into my Landorus because I figured there was no other play that he would do. He could have gone for a safe Flamethrower or Fire Blast, but he goes for Earth Power, which means he has to switch out, and that means I can get my rocks up, which is my most favorable play. He's gonna go into Zygarde, the Gardevoir, gonna trace my Intimidate, and then Intimidate me. Oh, I'm so tired right now, I don't know why. But he gets the Intimidate off, and I get up my Stealth Rock, so, I'm feeling I have Hazards, and he doesn't. He's got a Mega Gardevoir. I have stuff to deal with that, like Mega Diancie. So Mega Gardevoir is here in her beautiful funeral dress. It's sad. I don't know who died, but I guess it's Landorus. I guess it's Landorus' funeral. What I gotta do with this Mega Gardevoir? Landorus did not deserve that. And Diamond Queen is here to avenge, going for the Diamond Storm, making this female Zygarde die on its biggest wish, diamonds. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, guys. I'm tired. Leave me be. So, Bliz gonna switch into Volcanion. Two of the Kalos legendaries are here, the OU ones. I go for Diamond Storm. He takes it like he's the receiver. Volcanion drops, and bada beesh, bada boom. That is game. We won in a, I think it was 4-0, yeah, 4-0 victory. So I want to say good game to you, Bliz. I had to think a lot in this battle, but I feel like keeping Hazzard pressure on you put me in a favorable position. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button down below. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Members of the Shy Guys Squad will all welcome you with open arms. And check out Bliz in the description down below. Subscribe to him, he's a cool dude. And with that, I'm just gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.